They're demanding both that the state flag with its Confederate battle emblem and Confederate monuments be removed from county or public property.
Our Tristan Ruppert was at tonight's rally and he brings us this report.
Take it down! Take it down!
Tensions were high as passionate pleas for change met ardent support of the state's past.
Least we forget! Least we forget!
But both sides were able to stand up for what they believe.
Y'all will get the state child piece, because one thing about it, as Americans, everybody has a right, not just a select few. Y'all will get a chance to say something.
Many of those in attendance believe the state flag and the Confederate monuments are symbols of hate and racism.
It's important that we as citizens of Harrison County don't have monuments that represent hate.
Several showed up in support of the flag and the Confederate monuments they say honor those who came before them.
I learned a lot today from their side about how they think about it. We let them know how we feel about our side about it, and it came out good. I mean, you see us all shaking hands. There's no violence. It's pretty peaceful.
Even though some walked away more aware of how the others think and feel, calls for change will certainly continue.
We need to demand of the Harrison County Board of Supervisors, first, that rebel flag comes down immediately. As long as this monument stands at the doorsteps of the place where justice is sought, as long as that flag flies on that flagpole at the doorway of this courthouse, there is not even the appearance that justice is available in Harrison County.
Reporting in Harrison County, Tristan Ruppert, WLOX News Now.
The Harrison County Board of Supervisors will consider their stance on the flag and Confederate monuments at the next meeting on July 6th. Well, our neighbors to the east are still recovering from Hurricane Sally. Cleanup efforts continuing today after the storm slammed into coastal Alabama and Florida on Wednesday. South Mississippi just barely missed the destruction that came along with Sally's path. Our Tristan Ruppert spent the day in Gulf Shores and gives us this look tonight at the cleanup.
Many community members in Gulf Shores spent Thursday in their yards, trying to remove the reminders of Hurricane Sally.
Hearing about it's not like seeing it. And when we got on 59 off of Interstate 65 and started coming down, the truth was being told then.
The truth? Utter devastation, some of which will take weeks to clear. No matter where community members rode out the storm, they all felt Sally's wrath.
House shaking, things like that. You hear trees cracking outside. It makes you a little nervous.
Redmond's neighbor Ray Fury drove up north of Foley, but even he felt the storm's power.
When the wind really picked up, there was a lot of gravel apparently on the road, and the wind picked it up and blew it into the back of my van and 3 other cars.
The storm wasn't always headed to Alabama, though. Earlier projections put New Orleans and South Mississippi in danger. And while we escaped the brunt of the storm, Redmond stressed that we cannot become complacent when it comes to hurricanes.
Never take a hurricane for granted. It don't matter if they projected to go to Texas. You never really know which way it's going to go. You know, this hurricane was supposed to go to New Orleans, and then it was supposed to go to Biloxi, and then it was supposed to go up through Mobile Bay. But yet it still hit Gulf Shores head on. You know, hurricanes cause extravagant amounts of damage and cost lives.
Reporting in Gulf Shores, Tristan Ruppert, WLOX News Now.
At least one person has been reported dead in connection to the storm.
The fall of the flag elicited plenty of emotion from here across the coast, but many are hopeful the change will bring our state and our people closer together. Our Tristan Ruppert reports on this historic event.
The symbol of the state since 1894 flew for the final time in an official capacity Tuesday, and while many viewed it as a symbol of the Magnolia State, some viewed it as a painful reminder of the state's racist past.
We can move forward, and even though there's a lot of different opinions about the symbol and what it means in my culture as Black people, I think that, you know, it's a symbol of separation and of hurt.
It is a symbol that Audrey Duncan is glad to see go.
It means the world to me. We've been so suppressed for so long, to having the flag come down, because the flag, the symbols that it represents for us being under suppression, now that it's gone, I feel like it makes us more free and open up a lot of doors for us.
Some even pulled over to witness the historic moment for themselves.
Well, it was a moment I never thought I would see this day. I grew up here, lived on the coast since I was 9 years old for the most part, and never imagined, that this would be happening.
And while Guy was sad to see the flag be taken down, he is hopeful that this brings the state and country closer together.
As sad as it is, it's probably the right thing to do.
Reporting in Harrison County, Tristan Ruppert, WLOX News Now. With the sound of the horn, the ship was off, and eyes were peeled, because dolphins put on quite the display.
It's been wonderful. I love to be outside. We're new to the coast, so this was an awesome opportunity to come be outdoors and see some of the dolphins out here today.
Ship Island Excursions began offering dolphin cruises to stay busy while Ship Island remained shut down. And whether it was ringing the bell or taking in the views, everyone had a favorite part.
Whenever they jumped off at the side of the boat and we can see them close up. I mean, I do live on the coast, but it's nice to see them in person.
There's one coming here. I saw it.
But Raylan Myers couldn't pick out just one favorite.
Actually, kind of a lot of stuff. Well, I've never been on a cruise before, so that's been pretty awesome. And I've always wanted to see dolphins.
Giving kids a memory they can cherish has been a big motivator for Captain Louis Scrametta.
It's one of the best things about this business, the children that ride the boat and see dolphins in the wild for the first time.
And it's not like they only saw one or two.
It was really fun. We've seen a few dolphins. Several.
I think I saw about 5 down here, and I saw a whole herd up there. A herd.
Yeah, we did see a lot. It was a really good experience.
Actually, a group of dolphins is called a pod, and a few of them were spotted in the water. Reporting on the good happening in Nemo's neighborhood, Tristan Ruppert, WLOX News Now. Cleanup efforts are underway at the Yarborough home, and some things are already getting back to normal.
Oh, and I have a nice electric bill.
Others may never be the same.
When we pulled up, the roof was pretty much off. It was down to the plywood, where I was kind of pulled up. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. Some exterior damage, we'll get through it. And then as you just start walking around more, it just gets worse and worse.
The Yarborough's roof was ripped apart, with most rooms in the home taking on water. But the family isn't allowing the devastation to get them down.
We're taking it pretty well. It's to say it can all be replaced. It was just the sentimental stuff. We were lucky. We didn't lose anything sentimental. So that's really been the blessing in the whole thing.
Yarborough stressing the importance of staying positive as he attempts to tackle the cleanup efforts one step at a time.
If you're negative, it's just gonna, you're just gonna sit there and sulk, and this won't get rebuilt. The positive of this is I might end up with a nicer house than I had in the beginning.
And while they are clearing out the house right now, they are already looking forward to seeing the community come back to life.
I would say pretty much every time you come back better and stronger than ever. It builds character in a human being and a person as to what you can endure when you always know, hey, look how bad I had it back then, how far you've come.
Reporting in Iowa, Tristan Ruppert, WLOX News Now.